What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we are going to talk about the Spider-Man from the future, Spider-Man 2099. This character is going to be released next week and is going to be the next month-long character. So is this a character that you should take into consideration or not? We are going to talk about all of that. We are going to break down his kit, and we are going to talk about in which game modes is going to be the most useful on, and then you are going to decide by yourself if it's a character that you find, if you think that's going to be convenient for you or not, if you want to invest big red stars on him or not, based on all that information. So as always, if you like the information on this video, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and make sure you smash that like button. Okay, so let's get started. Let's talk about Spider-Man 2099. So this character first is a city biocontroller Spider-Verse entangled web. He has some synergies with the Spider-Verse characters. We have OG Spider-Man, we have the symbiotes as well. So you can pair him up together with the symbiote Spider-Man, for example. That will give him more HP and it will give him more healing. Because he is also a city character, that also means that you can use him on Dark Dimension. But that's not going to be the main purpose of this guy. This guy is going to be a PvP machine. So the best use for him is going to be in Alliance Wars and Cosmic Crucible. Now, his kit has some good tools that you can use on situations like Avengers Tower, which is a game mode that hopefully will start showing up more often, and we might take advantage of this character on that game mode as well. So he's not going to be part of raids. You can use him there, but it's not going to be super convenient because of his stats, and in Arena it's probably not going to be necessary as well. And in Alliance Wars, it's gonna be okay, it will depend on the match, but it's definitely a character that you should avoid from defense because the stats are not great. So talking about the stats, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at where his stats are sitting at. And you can see from the HP 500,000, it's not great. The HP is quite low for this time in the meta. Now he will get 40% additional HP together with Spider Weaver, but still it's around 700,000, 800,000. That's not very impressive by today's standards. The damage is good. The armor 33,000, that's very good as well. And the focus is not that great, 22,000, and this is already with his own buff. It's decent, but it's not amazing. Then he also gives resistance to himself, which 20,000, it's okay. Once again, it's not amazing, it's just okay. And then the best part about this character is the speed. 127 speed makes him one of the faster characters in the game, and that's very convenient because of the abilities he's going to provide. So speaking of the abilities, let's take a look at his kit. And we have some very good gems on his kit. Okay, so first off we need to talk about this mechanic that he has right here. In Cosmic Crucible, on crit, he's going to extend all negative effects on all characters by 1. So whether he crits with a basic, with a special, or with the ultimate, is always going to extend any negative effects on all characters by 1. And it also extends the bleeds. I don't know if this is 1 additional or if it's, I don't know why it has the 2 lines, but yeah, it extends all negative effects. And then I guess it extends bleeds by additional 1. Once again, this is on all characters. You can see right there, on all targets. It's not just, so if he crits with a basic on 1 target, it's going to affect all the characters. I don't know exactly how it is supposed to work, but this ability looks pretty much insane. Hopefully it's not one of those cases where the description says one thing and then in action it shows something else. Okay, either way, let's take a look at his kit. So basic attack primary target for a nice amount of damage. Clears 2 random positive effects and applies defense down and bleed to that character. And then it's going to chain to 1 additional target, clear 2 positive effects, and apply 1 bleed. So on the first target it applies defense down, on the second target it does not. So keep that in mind. Then we have the special, and the special is going to apply ability block to the primary target. It only has a 3 energy cooldown, so this is very important. This is like Omega Red, very low cooldown, and we have ability block. So these characters are going to be super fast, always applying ability block to different characters, and that's going to be awesome. It's going to attack the primary target and adjacent targets for a nice amount of damage. Once again, because of the low cooldown, this is actually very good. It's going to apply bleed and is going to flip offense up into offense down. Then he's going to apply offense down to 2 allies, and it's going to prioritize tangled webs. So this can be very convenient on a hybrid team. You can put this character with Weapon X, for example, and he's going to give offense up to Omega Red or Lady Deathstrike and increase their damage output by quite a lot. Once again, we have this ability. Any crit is going to prolong all negative effects on all targets. And finally, we have this ability cannot be avoided and cannot be blocked. So this is going to be super convenient against all kinds of characters. So Captain Sam, other web characters, anything like that, this is going to be super good ability. Once again, especially because of the low cooldown on Spider-Man 2099. Now we have his ultimate, and the ultimate is very good. And this is both of these abilities are turn 1 abilities. So the first one is 3 out of 3 energy. The second one, the ultimate, is 7 out of 7 energy. I think it's 7, right? Yeah, 7 out of 7 energy. So if the primary target has death proof, apply death proof to all targets and self. This is not limited to Tangled Web, and this is why I said that this character can be extremely convenient when we are facing other teams. We can hybridize one of our main teams in order to take advantage of the abilities of this guy and make our teams more powerful. Once again, you can pair up this guy with the Weapon X and make the Weapon X way better because of all the abilities he provides. Okay, so he's going to give that proof for all allies. Then he's going to attack all enemies, clear 3 positive effects from those enemies, and then he's going to apply slow and defense down for 2 turns to all enemies. That's just insane. That is just insane. Once again, this is a turn 1 ability. After that, he's going to give 20% speed bar to himself and all Tangled Web allies. Very good ability. You can use this on turn 1, and that means that you can turn rewind the enemies with the Lady Deathstrike, and he's going to have himself 20% more turn meter, so that's going to give you a 40% turn meter advantage. And depending on the speed of your enemies, you can have 2 turns with this guy before the enemies have 1 turn. Can you think about someone like Wong? So yeah, you can use this guy to apply slow to Wong. Then you are giving turn meter to himself, a turn rewind with Lady Deathstrike, and then you can apply ability block to Wong before he has his turn. It's just insane, this character, Spider-Man 2099, very good. Once again, on crit, he's going to extend all negative effects by 1 on all targets. Finally, we have the passive, and on spawn, if Spider-Weaver is an ally, he is going to get speed up. So maybe this is going to be a 2 character hybrid team, or you can use Spider-Weaver on defense together with Spider-Man Noir and use this guy by himself on offense. This is something that I'm thinking about. Now we have the second ability from his special. On turn is going to flip 1 random positive effect to a negative effect on each enemy. This is the same effect that Abomination has on his passive, and this ability is very strong. Now this ability has 1 extra compared to Abomination. This character gains 1000% focus for 1000% focus for each active ability, clearing the positive. What? It doesn't matter. So he gets 100%. He gets 1000 focus whenever this activates. So on his turn, 1000 focus for this ability to activate. Now this is going to be very good for Cosmic Crucible. And the reason why, it's because there is this team that people have been talking about. DuArktik has been talking about this team for quite a while, which is Darkhold with Bishop. So you can see right here, I put this for you guys to see. Bishop spawns with a taunt, so Spider-Man 2099 on his first turn is going to be able to flip the taunt of Bishop. This always happens. I already tested with Abomination and it always works, especially once again because of the 1000 additional focus. Bishop is going to get 500% resistance because of the room bonus. You can see right there, 500% resistance, but Spider-Man has it covered. He has 1000% focus, which will bypass the 500% resistance. Okay, so Spider-Man 2099 is a direct counter to Bishop on Cosmic Crucible defense. So keep that in mind in case you want to use your Bishop somewhere else, or on offense, or on a different room, or something like that. Okay, so let's continue with the Spider-Man 2099. In Cosmic Crucible, if Spider-Weaver is an ally, lower the damage reduction of all enemies with bleed by 25%. Right now we have only a few teams that have this damage reduction mechanic, so it's probably not going to be super important, and I don't think it affects defense down. This is something we have to try it out, but I don't think it affects defense down. And then it's going to get a 20% drain. Tangled Web allies are going to get 20% drain, 50% more focus, 50% more resistance, and that's pretty much it. So this guy is going to be a PvP machine. It's going to be extremely useful, game changing. It's going to be a clutch in very specific situations. Once again, most likely in Cosmic Crucible, in Alliance Wars, and also in Avengers Tower, when you know exactly which enemies you are facing, and when you know exactly how you have to exploit the enemy's defense with his passive. So it's a very interesting character. Now, is he a must-have character? Is he a character that is going to change your entire game, like Morgan Le Fay, Omega Red, or Gambit, for example? Probably not. Probably not. I already told you the specific situation where he's going to be very, very good. He's definitely a good character for PvP, but beyond PvP, in raids, in arena, in raids and in arena is not going to be relevant at all. If you are still not done with Dark Dimension, if you are struggling with the city nodes, he's going to be a very, very good character for Dark Dimension 5. 100% Dark Dimension, and especially if you can also take Symbiote Spider-Man alongside, because he's going to get more HP, and then they can pair up their abilities with each other, because the Symbiote Spider-Man extends the abilities, so you can apply ability block with this guy and extend with the Symbiote Spider-Man. So overall, it's a very interesting character. It's definitely a character that promotes creativity, that promotes theory crafting, and also has huge possibilities to make hybrid teams together with, once again, Weapon X is one of the best cases where this guy is going to be amazing, but I'm sure that in the future we'll find out more places where to use him, not only with the Weapon X, but also with other characters. I don't know right now, but we'll think about it. Okay, so that's going to be the video. Symbiote Spider-Man 2099. It's Saturday, it's early morning, so some mistakes are made. But yes, Spider-Man 2099. Once again, I'm very excited about this character because this character promotes creativity, but it's definitely not a character that is for everyone. It's not gonna change every single game mode for you the same way that Spider-Weaver does. So it's up to you to decide. If you find the Cosmic Crucible important, if you are still struggling with Dark Dimension, if you want a little bit of help there, is definitely a character that will do that. Beyond that, it's up to you. At the end of the day, it's always like that. But that's going to be the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, and if you found the video helpful, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. Let me know in the comments below what you think about Spider-Man 2099. Are you excited for him or not? And if you want more Marvel Strike Force content, make sure you subscribe to my channel, turn off notifications, and I will catch you guys later.